The end is never the end is never the end is loading. Okay, there goes the intro sequence. So we're back in the Stanley Parable. Last time was my first time playing, and I made every single bad decision. And this time, I'm gonna try and actually figure out what's going on. I'm gonna be the best employee ever. I even got a cup. Wait. There it is. Best employee ever. We're good.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know. I want to figure it out. I know what this whole intro bit. I'm gonna figure out what's happening this time because I'm not actually a terrible employee.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Whoops.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. How to solve disputes with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive-aggressively, resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Sounds about right. I don't know. Scream at your coworkers. No, don't do that. What are your dreams for the future? None. Comatose. This one. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work with all the time with no expectation of recognition or promotion. Don't get fired. I am not doing any of these. Okay, that's what I did last time. That's literally what I did last time, except I talked a lot. We're going to do good. We're going to do good this time. Because I am actually a good employee. One time, I went to an orientation and I got sick and I threw up and I stayed because I'm an idiot. But more importantly, I didn't want to leave on the first day and I didn't want to miss anything in orientation and look like an idiot later. I should have gone home.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
I mean, isn't it though? What is it that they actually do in this stupid building? I feel like there's a larger conspiracy in this game. Like there's something going on and I have no idea what it is. And I'm going to figure it out. We're going to be a good employee and we're going to figure it out because... Oh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Right. Okay, we're going to be a good employee. We're going to be a good one. I'm going to figure it out because currently I have a job to do.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And I don't know what that job is, but we're going to figure it out. There will be no peeing.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, there it is. I'm an idiot. 284. There's nothing else here, right?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I keep getting distracted. I'm trying to... We're going to do the good thing, the right thing. We're supposed to do the right thing. Why does this dot keep popping?
2845.
Bro, just give me a sec.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
harassing
code
me
by
about these
sheer
numbers.
luck. Amazing.
Ooh.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What is it that we do here? Like, are we an office building? What's the deal? What do we do? Why do I keep getting distracted by every single corner?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Do I?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature
Dude, I've been
of his
questioning
job.
it the whole time.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
You got mad at me
This
last time for
question would
questioning
not go
things.
unanswered for long.
What do you mean? I questioned everything last time. I made every wrong decision, and you got mad at me for it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't want to. I said I would do like the right thing, the thing that the narrator said, but I want to go that way. I want to escape. I don't want to do it. Okay. This is bad. This room is surprisingly dark. Give me a sec. I'm gonna make it brighter because this is just way too dark. I genuinely tried. I looked in the menus, couldn't find a way to make things brighter, so I assumed the game just wants this place to look really dark and creepy. Oh, that's a light bulb.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
What's that mind control?
Did he have the strength to find out?
Dude, I want to run. I want to go away. I don't want to be mind controlled. I just want free will. That's all I want, and this is... Or are they already
Now
mind
the
controlled?
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals
office? That
reduced to
one?
images on a screen, and Stanley,
looks like my
one of them,
office.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Am I being mind controlled already? Like, is this the thing? Like, as long as he's telling me to do things and I'm following what he says, I'm being mind controlled? Employee 427. Yeah, that's me. This one, right there. That one's my office.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I mean, maybe, like, we're still doing it though. We're still following the orders. I want to go to that office, the office of the guy that was fired. Where's that office? It's either 102, it's 104. I'm bad at math. It's 104, 103, 104, 105. Gonna find employee 104 later. Find out what he got fired and I didn't.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Still doing it. We're
Wasn't
following
it?
the narrative.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't know what we're
But
doing
here
here. I'm
was the
just
proof,
following instructions.
the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, is that what I'm supposed to do? I was just pressing buttons. I think I tried to turn it on at one point. Where's the on button? Facility power? No. Best employee ever. Follow the narrative. Just follow the narrative. Do what they want. Follow the narrative.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Duct tape. Danger am I gonna die? Again? Following the narrative. Mind controls off. I did it.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
I've been here before.
Was it over?
I've been to the end. I'm not worried. I've seen...
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Have I?
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But
I'll
as
figure
sunlight
those
streamed
out.
into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Is
No
it?
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I don't know. I feel very lied to right now. So I'm still following the narrative. Is something bad gonna happen? I've been to one end. I refuse to believe that this is the other end of the game, that just if you just follow the narrative.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Yeah, because
And Stanley was happy.
I'm not. That's it? I beat it. That's it. If you don't dick around and do exactly what you're supposed to do, that's it. There, done. I did it. Best employee ever. Followed the rules. But I'm unhappy about it. I'm going to find out what happened to the other coworkers. That was the goal, to figure it out.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
We didn't restart. Because you're supposed to say that I'm gonna check the meeting room when I come out of my office, but you didn't. You said a new thing. This isn't the same thing. Something's different. Something's wrong. Where's employee 104? They got fired. Where are they? I'm gonna figure this out.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, let's go. I already know where the right one goes. I already know where the right one goes. I know where the left one goes. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna figure this out.
Yet there was not a single person
blah,
here
blah, 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 blah,
either.
blah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
What do you mean,
indication
once
of
again?
any human life.
Oh,
What
once
could
again,
it mean?
because, like, I haven't found
Stanley
anyone in
wondered
the whole place.
aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk,
5,
pulling books off the shelf,
8,
looking behind paintings, desperate for clues
4,
to his
8,
situation.
5.
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
4,
What could its purpose be?
5,
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
8,
And
5.
so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
845.
But of course,
I
Stanley
knew that.
couldn't possibly
No, I knew
have
that.
known this.
Yeah, this is where we want to be. Escape. This seems right. This is wrong. This is right. We're gonna do this.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
There's no winning, is there? There really isn't. Am I supposed to...
The door
turn
behind
around?
him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm gonna die.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront
I'm gonna
his
die.
death.
I'm gonna die. Okay, bottoms up. I guess I'll just die. Am I dead? Did I do it? Hey. Why is
As the
this
machine
here?
word into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
I don't.
Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world
I'm
is.
trying to figure it out.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly
I'm not
accepted this
willing
vile end
accepting
to his
anything.
brief and shallow
I want-
life. Farewell, Stanley.
I can't jump. Okay, goodbye.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every
so I
bone
am
in his
dead.
body, killing him instantly.
I need to shut up for a second. Or maybe not. So I am dead. I'm so very confused. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
This is disconcerting. Like, honestly, with the narrator, I knew what I was getting. Like, he's a prick, but
When every
That's
path
the
you can
thing.
walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
oh man, this is some like Matrix parallel universes destiny stuff going on right here. You know that scene in the Matrix where Neo meets the architect? That's what this feels like. This is just like reiterating the fact that I just don't have a free will in any way, shape, or form. It just doesn't matter. Ooh, mistake. I think the first one. I mean, it's cool and all. What am I doing? Is this just the credits room? Did the devs really just in-joke themselves, like the whole credits and all of the assets and everything into one room that's in the actual game? Which is cool, like, don't get me wrong. Will the game feature capybaras? I have not found any capybaras yet. It's all very cool, but I was kind of expecting something. Is that the end again? Can I see everything else first? I want to see everything else first. Does this clock actually work? Because I remember having trouble telling the time on this clock last time, and it was like 7:25. It was like 11:25-ish, and now it says 11:30. But I know it hasn't just been 5 minutes. I guess I've done it.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
How they both wish to be free.
Oh, is it gonna restart? Am I gonna be trapped in the hell of the Stanley Parable forever? Is this just how it's gonna be? Like, it doesn't matter if I'm a good employee or a bad employee. If I follow the rules or literally don't do anything of what I'm supposed to, it's just me versus the narrator. Forever. Guess there's only one way to find out.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this
is this a
game.
war game
As long as you
scenario?
move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now.
The only way to
Your
win
only
is
true
not to
choice.
play.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time